Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jacob Francois, a photographer currently living in the Philadelphia area. Today I just wanted to talk about this one photograph that allowed me to generate roughly around $5,000 to $6,000 in revenue this past year. Um, I do know that isn't a substantial amount of money, but it's one of those things where I tend to think about ROI a lot, and it's crazy how this one photograph generated this much revenue because honestly, it isn't my favorite photograph, and I honestly didn't think anyone would even notice this photograph. So, long story short, I was walking around the Philadelphia area. I believe I was around 13th Street, and I saw this apartment building and it looked pretty cool. I don't really have a reason why I take certain photos, and I took that photo. And then after a few weeks, I posted it on Instagram. I believe it was a part of a carousel with, 10 photos. I think this photo was maybe number three, four, or five. So as you can see, it wasn't even my favorite photo to begin with of, that carousel post. But anyway, regardless, um, I posted it and never thought about it. And then a few months later, with the power of Squarespace, um, this video is not sponsored by Squarespace. That would be great, but it isn't. But anyway, with the power of Squarespace, I noticed there was a certain IP addresses continuously looking at my website. And I found it interesting because it wasn't in the Philadelphia area, but it was a bit away from the Philadelphia area. I like Googled it and it was maybe 20 miles away. So I thought it was interesting. And then a few months later, I got a email from a property management group, and they highlighted that they saw this one photo on Instagram that was not even my favorite photograph, number three, four of a carousel, and they loved it, which I was really, really shocked about. Um, Granted, I think as a photographer, we all think everything we post on Instagram is amazing, but is it though? Is it? But anyway, so they reached out and then they wanted to hire me to literally do some street photography for them, which I think is amazing because regardless, I am going to go around taking photos of the street. So in the last few months, I've been working with them on little jobs on new properties that they're acquiring in different neighborhoods. And my job is honestly just to go around and take photos of those neighborhoods. Of course, they would give me a list of, certain locations they would like to have, ideal times a day because, if this building is south facing, the light might be good at this time of day or whatever the case might be. Regardless, so they will provide me a list, but they gave me full autonomy to just go out and just shoot what I see. The first project was in West Philly. Granted, I haven't gone to West Philly that often, but funny enough, the first time I went to West Philly, it actually snowed. And it was amazing because it rarely snows in Philly, or in the last few years, it hasn't snowed that much. So it was cool to capture West Philly in the snow. Granted, if it wasn't for this opportunity or this job, I wouldn't have gone to West Philly on a snow day. I probably would have stayed home. But because of this job, it also forced me to go do something that I really would want to do, but sometimes talk myself out and not do. Fast forward, they love those images. I went back to West Philly maybe another few times to just capture different times of day, different parts of West Philly. You have Clark Park, you have a bunch of different restaurants on Baltimore Avenue, etc. So that was a fun project. And the feedback was amazing. They really enjoyed the photos. And honestly, it was a bit intimidating because it was the first time where I did have the opportunity to do street photography or to get paid to do street photography. So I didn't know if in the back of my mind if the photos will still come out as like awesome if I were to have just been in West Philly, for example, and just taken the photographs, but they really did enjoy the photos. Um, I edited them and then provided to them, and that was it. So the first opportunity went great. So the next few weeks, I will be doing job number 7, I believe, and it's been a an amazing ride, honestly. I've gotten to know the team at the property management. I've gotten to explore different parts of Philly also because some of the buildings they require are actually outside of the Philadelphia area. So it forced me to drive. Also, I do enjoy driving sometimes, but regardless. Um, and I'm just enjoying the process. It's just interesting how a photograph that I paid no attention to was able to actually, you know, make me some money. I mean, who doesn't like making money, I guess, for lack for better words or better phrase to talk about. I think ROI is a very important thing to think about when you do anything in business. So I'm not gonna explain return on investment means and all that jazz, but I believe that any and everything I do outside of photography or anything and everything I do that isn't related to a paid gig in photography is an investment that I'm making in myself because now that this opportunity or this money is coming in because of this one random photograph that I happen to post on Instagram actually made me some money. There are plenty of photos in my hard drives that I probably would never post. And it now makes me think about how, what if I did post that photos? What if I stopped doubting myself? What if I just express myself in any and every way that I want to? What will happen then? Will more money be made? Will people resonate with what I'm doing or what with what I'm saying? Who knows? But anyway, that's getting into a whole rabbit hole. The point of this video is honestly to tell you guys just post your work. You never know what may happen. I hope you guys enjoyed what I had to say today. I hope you enjoyed the photos that I took throughout these random assignments. Talk soon. Bye. Oh my lord.